Start game now. Kermit is back because we're going to use some of his frog DNA to bring back the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park for your Sega Genesis. It has kind of that classic Jurassic Park logo, looks kind of like a movie poster, and on the back we see, well, some cool screenshots. So let's go ahead and take Jurassic Park, pop it into our Sega Genesis, and see if this 16 mammoth megs of nerve-shredding action holds up today. Let's go to the game. Jurassic Park for the Genesis was released in 1993 and is based on the monster hit movie of the same name, but it also takes elements of the book into account. It was developed by Blue Sky Software, who also did Ninja Gal on the Atari 7800 and the Vector Man series on the Sega Genesis. The lead artist on the game was Doug TenNapel, who would later create Earthworm Jim, the character. Jurassic Park is a side-scrolling action platformer for one player. The game has 3 difficulties to choose from: easy, normal, and hard, and it also lets you customize your 3-button controls and gives you a password after completing each level. You are allowed to start the game as either Dr. Grant or a Raptor, both of whom are trying to avoid their foes and escape the island. Dr. Grant plays a little bit like Prince of Persia or Blackthorn, with a little more deliberate pacing and some puzzle elements, whereas the Raptor is more action-oriented. Either way, they will cross paths, with a pair of Raptors being the final obstacle for Dr. Grant and Dr. Grant being the final adversary of the Raptor. Dr. Grant has survived a close call with a T-Rex, but his Jeep, well, it wasn't so lucky. Now he has to navigate the island with your help. When playing as Dr. Grant, the A button chooses a weapon, the B button fires a weapon, and the C button jumps. Pressing up can activate switches, and you can also use up or down on some elevators. You can also pick up various items, including health and gas for the river raft stage. You can also pick up weapons, which are pretty PETA friendly because they don't really destroy the dinosaurs, they just knock them out or stun them temporarily. From weakest to strongest, the weapons are the blue darts, the red darts, the gas grenades, the concussion grenades, and the rockets. There's also a flash grenade that temporarily blinds dinos, and a stun gun that can be charged by holding down the fire button but also requires batteries to operate. While you do have a life bar, there are falls that will kill you instantly, including falling into the water. I guess the doctor can't swim. Even though there are passwords, there aren't a lot of checkpoints, so dying will often require you to restart the level from the beginning. Choosing the Raptor starts the game on the trail of Dr. Grant. The Raptor game isn't as long due to his speed and the fact that he skips some of the levels, although it would have been great to see him driving the river raft. It sounds like a painting that could go right next to dogs playing poker. Raptor riding raft. When playing as the Raptor, the A button bites, the B button kicks, and the C button jumps. You can also run by pushing diagonally up, and you can creep by pushing diagonally down. Pressing start and B will let you growl, and pressing the A button while pushing down will let you eat small compy dinosaurs to regain a little bit of health. You can also find fully cooked turkey legs throughout the levels. Thank goodness the cook left them there for you. Graphically speaking, I think the game looks great for a 16-bit Sega Genesis game. Whereas other versions made Jurassic Park look like a cartoon, this version keeps the look of the film thanks to digitization and some stop-motion animation. I also thought that the music and sound effects did a good job making it feel like you were in the movie, and I really like them, though it is missing the John Williams soundtrack. Now, family-friendly wise, this is a darker game. There's not really a lot of blood. There was some on the background in the last levels, but most of the dinosaurs just kind of get knocked out and most of the people just disappear when they're defeated. However, beware, as Dr. Grant, you can get eaten by the T-Rex. On eBay, loose copies were going for about $5 to $6, complete copies were going from $8 to $12, and new copies were going for about $30, and as always, that includes shipping. So would I recommend Jurassic Park? Well, the controls take a little bit of getting used to. Sometimes they feel a little bit floaty and slippery, and there's going to be some times where you miss a jump and get really frustrated and you might want to throw your controller, though I don't recommend it. But if you're a fan of Jurassic Park, I think this would be a good addition to your Sega Genesis collection. As a Jurassic Park fan, I totally dig this game and find myself playing through it every once in a while. and it does a really good job of pacing for the most part, where there might be times when you get frustrated, but after a few trials and errors, you get that part down and can go on to the next obstacle. Now, the Raptor game is very short, will probably take you one sitting to get through, less than an hour, but Dr. Grant does offer a little bit more replay. So overall, I would say if you're a fan of platformers and Jurassic Park and can deal with the controls, go ahead and pick up Jurassic Park for your Sega Genesis. So where am I going to rank it? Well, let's look at some of the Disney games. At 6, I have Quackshot starring Donald Duck. And I actually like this game a little bit more than Quackshot, probably because I like Jurassic Park, not because Quackshot is lesser of a game. I actually think Quackshot has a little bit tighter controls and is better made overall, but it's just because I like the Jurassic Park theme. At 5, I have Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, and I would definitely recommend that game over Jurassic Park, so Jurassic Park is going to become my new number 6 game, which is probably higher than some people would rank it, but for me, it's right where I think it belongs. I'm a member of the Retro Junkies Network, and so is the Genesis Gems podcast that goes over Genesis games. And right now, I'd like to call them out and challenge them to do Jurassic Park in an upcoming episode. Of course, that might be a couple years, but the challenge is there nonetheless. The gauntlet has been thrown. Will you pick it up, Genesis Gems? Thank you guys for giving me a little part of your day. If you enjoy videos like this, would you please click the like and subscribe buttons. You can also follow me on the Facebook or the Twitter. Just go to either one and search for The No Swear Gamer. Thanks again, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of The No Swear Gamer. Take care, and welcome to Jurassic Park.